Thank you LEGO for sending this set for review. In a surprising turn of events, what seemed to be a yearly release only for the LEGO Lord of the Rings theme, with Rivendell in 23, last year's Barad-dûr, and this year's The Shire, we do get an extra something, the Balrog Book Nook. A newfound business avenue for LEGO, as so far we've gotten the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook, this Lord of the Rings one, and Harry Potter is going down the same way. It's like the dioramas all over again, so prepare yourselves for all theme book nooks. Back on topic, Lord of the Rings fans have some things to look forward to, as there's arguably very few scenes and quotes from the Fellowship of the Ring, as iconic as Gandalf's famous last words, that were now turned into a LEGO set. The quote itself is a printed tile, and the wizard who said it can of course be found here in minifigure form, not exclusive to this set according to the designer I got to interview. Being the Book Nook style build that this is, you know, something you place on a bookshelf between books, the look is rather cramped, but you can and should open it, which ends up revealing how everything is connected, especially the Balrog's wings, making it so that damage to the foil elements can be avoided this way. There's not much to the structure, pretty much dark grey for the most part, trying to recreate the look of the Mines of Moria, with a cool noteworthy thing to mention being the seemingly random round plate up here colored silver, referencing the mithril ore dwarves were looking for before finding the Balrog and abandoning the mine. Taking the Balrog out of the display makes it easier to see that these back columns, as well as the bridge of Khazad-dûm, this thin structure at the middle is trying to recreate, have a bit of color to them, the glow of fire on the rock. The effect was done on Barad-dûr before, and I still don't love it honestly. It makes for a far more appealing display perhaps, but I'm not sold on it. I do however like the flame effects achieved with the trans-orange pieces on both sides of the Book Nook, even more so when you have the Balrog displayed in there. As for the creature, it is the first time it was done in LEGO, if we disregard the Brickhead's version that is, and has a very toy-like look to it, almost as if it was a playset for kids, which I'm not entirely sure should be the goal here considering the age marking on the box. It moves and bends where it needs to, as all limbs are using ball joints, but due to its relative weight and large wing structures make it a bit hard at times to balance properly if displayed outside of the Book Nook. The face design is actually quite good, with the help of printed wedged slopes for the nostrils and eyes, while the lower jaw and teeth sections are all brick built and do so, once again, really well. For those who remember the Fellbeast gift with purchase set from last year, the foil wings of the Balrog may look familiar, and that's because they're exactly the same, which is great for people who missed that product, as these will hopefully make the elements more accessible to everyone, allowing people to build Fellbeasts on their own without paying exorbitant prices for the actual set. There's a lot of fire-like elements at the top of the creature, and it even features his deadly whip, making this whole thing look decent. Not overwhelmingly cool or scary as it should have been, but okay nonetheless. Now here's the deal. Is the Book Nook niche really something to strive for as a LEGO product? Was this the only way that we could have gotten the Balrog we've been asking for years? And is this it? I want to say no to all of those questions. As an 18+ offering, I was expecting more out of this, an adult version of the creature in an adult-like setting, like a diorama or something. And you could argue that this is a diorama of sorts, but I failed to see it, especially if you have this displayed as it should in the middle of books. No stickers whatsoever, and your usual facts and little bits of info on the building instructions are good value, but not nearly enough. Assuming people share my opinions, Balrog is at the end of the day the enticing factor for people to buy into the set. Maybe Gandalf as well. So with that in mind, I do need to mention that out of the 9 numbered bags that it takes for anyone to build this set up, only 3 of those bags are Balrog. You'll be spending 6 of them on the structure alone. So if you really just want the Balrog, is it justifiable to be spending 66% more money to get it? Which leads us to price talks. While not being as overpriced as the Shire was, this 1200-piece LEGO set will retail for $130, which I'm not that fond of. Sure, there's the IP license, prints and foil wings that can jack up the production costs of these, but I can't see the value as I did in Rivendell or Barad-dûr, for instance. Maybe I'm being overly critical, but I think I'm negatively biased towards these and every LEGO set like it that is or becomes a Book Nook in the future. I honestly don't see the appeal of something that will, for the most part, be hidden away if you use it and display it as intended. It has some great features and it was beautifully crafted. The designer did great on this, but I do need to wonder about the briefing here. Do let me know in the comments if I'm completely out of touch and Book Nooks are actually widely popular objects people are buying into these days. I'd love to be proven wrong. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all on the next one.